I'm Bill Jacklin. I'm actually standing in the gallery, the Marlborough Gallery on Albemarle Street here in London. I'm having a survey show and I can show you a few pieces spanning those decades. This was one of the earliest pieces I made in 1963 when I was a young student, where I had witnessed the after effects of war. I made a series of soldiers that I systematically destroyed. I mentioned that word change before. And I made the first one, and it was immaculate, and then I got a .22 rifle and I shot them up. And then I awarded acid to the last ones. The front was pre-thinking the possibilities of the Vietnam War with the American heart. And so somehow I was imagining, so it was a commentary on war above my state or my perception of my own personal feelings towards it. In 1986, I went to New York City, took a studio in the meat market. I took a studio and I looked down on the packers, the meat packers, and this is almost an immediate painting that I painted of the men working, unloading the meat, and I just took in the whole scene. And it actually reflected on a lot of the kind of abstract elements that I've always been interested in. When I was in New York, I painted the Wallman ring, and I also painted other rinks in the city itself. It was a fascination of movement and the light again. So I'm always referring back to the same thing, the movement of the structures and the light. Over my career, I've actually been asked to go to various cities and countries to paint the subjects. This is classic Venice, where I had a studio looking down towards the bridges. I had done a series of St. Francis and the birds, but essentially this painting is about light and lighter movement. So if you went round so many of the paintings, you would see that's my subject. Well, I've done quite a lot of paintings of fields and clouds. Again, it's that subject of movement and the effect of light within that movement. Obviously, the clouds obscure the sun. And coming to this painting again, which is about light, that painting was called Field of Light. This painting is filled at night with poppies. And again, it's about the lowering of the light. It finishes with the idea, it kind of reflects back for me on the original soldiers and what poppies represented without making it too heavy. The finale of my show is Towards the Light, which is where I've removed many of the figurative elements. Maybe I'm already working my way into the universe, and it is towards the light, and I'm moving into it, and it's simply the relationship between light and dark and color.